For months, fans were asking the same question. Did Halle Berry really turn down a proposal? Or was something else going on behind the scenes? Because for a while the story just didn't add up. One interview sparked rumors. Another fueled confusion. And suddenly, headlines were claiming that one of Hollywood's most iconic stars had said no to love again. But now Halle Berry has finally spoken. And the truth surprised a lot of people. And it all happened in front of a live audience. When Halle appeared on The Tonight Show, the conversation took an unexpected turn. What started as casual banter quickly became a full-on reveal. After months of speculation, she confirmed what many suspected but couldn't prove. She is engaged to Van Hunt. No hesitation. No vague wording. Just a clear confirmation that instantly shut down the rumors. But the real shock wasn't the engagement itself. It was what she said next. For a long time, fans believed Halle had rejected Van Hunt's proposal. Reports floated around claiming she wasn't interested in marriage anymore, especially after multiple high-profile relationships that didn't last. Even Van himself had hinted that the proposal was still floating out there, which many took as a polite way of saying it hadn't been accepted. That assumption spread fast. But according to Halle, it was never true. She made it clear she didn't say no, she just didn't say yes right away. And that distinction matters more than people realized. Halle explained that after everything she's been through, she wanted to be absolutely sure. Not pressured. Not rushed. Just certain. She even joked about it while casually flashing her ring, confirming that yes, Van did put a ring on it. And yes, she's wearing it proudly. That moment alone rewrote the narrative. But to understand why this engagement feels so different, you have to look at how their relationship started in the first place. Halle and Van didn't meet on a red carpet or through a Hollywood party. They connected during the pandemic at a time when everything was slowed down and stripped of distractions. Introduced through mutual connections, they spent weeks talking before even meeting face to face. No cameras. No expectations. Just conversation. Halle later described that period as transformative. She said their bond formed emotionally first, something she hadn't experienced in the same way before. And that foundation, built without outside noise, became the core of their relationship. But even with that connection, marriage wasn't always part of the plan. In past interviews, Halle openly questioned whether marriage was necessary at all. She spoke honestly about how love doesn't need a legal label to be real. And after 3 previous marriages, many fans believed she had closed that chapter for good. That's where the confusion started. When Van revealed he had proposed but didn't push for an immediate answer, it was interpreted as rejection. Media outlets ran with the idea that Halle wasn't interested in walking down the aisle again. But what she was actually doing was something far more intentional. She was choosing timing over tradition. Halle admitted she wanted this decision to come from a place of peace, not pressure. She wasn't trying to prove anything. She wasn't trying to meet expectations. She was waiting until it felt right for her. And when that moment finally came, she said yes. That choice hit differently for fans, especially those who followed her journey for decades. Because Halle Berry's love life has always been under a microscope. Every relationship dissected. Every breakup turned into headlines. For years, she was labeled unlucky in love, even as she continued to thrive professionally. But this engagement feels quieter, more grounded, less performative. And that's exactly why people are paying attention. When viewers noticed the ring during her TV appearance, reactions poured in online. Fans celebrated the news. Many saying this version of Halle looks genuinely happy. Not chasing validation, not explaining herself, just confident in her decision. Some even pointed out that waiting might have been the healthiest move she's ever made. At this stage in her life, Halle isn't redefining love. She's redefining commitment. Showing that it doesn't have to follow a timeline, and it doesn't have to look like anyone else's. No wedding date has been announced. No big spectacle promised. And honestly, that mystery only adds to the intrigue. Because for once, Halle Berry isn't letting the world dictate the story. She's writing it herself on her own terms. And maybe that's the most surprising part of all. So the real question now isn't when the wedding will happen, it's whether this chapter might finally be the one that lasts. And if it is, it won't be because she rushed into it. It'll be because she waited until she knew.